Babe, there's some tea here and a hot mess.
That's not tea. It's a Coke. Apparently, somebody don't know the difference between Coke and tea.
Baby, same difference. All right, y'all, let's get into this hot mess.
Let's do this. We keep it on count.
Yep. LiQWYD.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, KOED fam. Welcome back to another video on Kourtney and Eddie. I am Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife with her bonnet.
It's not a
wrap,
bonnet. It's not a
whatever
bonnet.
you call it.
Okay, keep it moving. You don't know what it's called. I am Kourtney, also known as Coco.
And
hey,
this
fam.
is Kourtney and Eddie. And tonight, we will be talking about Ready for Love. Now, I knew I screwed the intro up, but I'm rolling with it anyway.
It's Ready to Love.
Ready to love, ready for love, ready to get love. Whatever you want to call it. We rolling with this. So this channel's all about relationship, reviews, and we talking about this show, Ready to Love. Now, I know I was always around it. I don't care.
So, excuse me.
I treat like a little baby. I pull my shoulder. Perfect.
So if this is your first time joining and you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? You're outside of the family. Come on, be immediate family members. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button and make sure that you like and comment and share it on your social medias. And if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow. Hey, Facebook fam. And make sure you comment down below, you guys. So let's go ahead and get into this.
Let's do this. Dang. Okay. So, you know how you hear a song and get stuck in your head? That's what's going on.
Yeah, and stop. Okay. All right, so it's called Getting Clarity, which I don't think some of them got it. But anyway.
No, two people didn't get it.
So it's like a part two. So we're coming from last week's episode. Well, Alexis Fly, y'all don't know nothing about Alexis Fly. Alexis Fly was confronting Amber. Kiss them, everybody, Amber.
I don't care. I'm going back to it. I'm standing my ground. Y'all talked about Troy and Amber just coming, Amber, and kiss for you, and the kiss for you. I don't care, man. I don't care. Well, he would kiss for people like a creep. Come on, man. Come on, no.
So Alexis was confronting Amber, and so she said, "I feel like you betrayed me. I felt like I trusted you. You know what I'm saying? You was my prayer partner. You was my sister."
Why did that whole scene seem like a scene from General Hospital soap opera? It would seem like
really?
Yeah, all over dramatic and all that. But go ahead.
Because that's probably who she is. You know, she's a producer, so I'm quite sure she done seen some stuff.
Grandma keeping her sit in front of you, watch soaps with me.
So yeah, she was going over the top. You my friend. I'm saying,
my prayer sister.
How long y'all been on this show? You ain't know her before the show. But anyway, so Amber was saying, hold up, you know. Yeah, I did kiss. We did kiss, but hold up, it's not like that. Let me explain. So basically, she was just saying that she didn't want to embarrass. Well, she said this too. But she didn't say this at that point. I'm getting stories.
Go ahead.
She didn't say it at this point, but she said one thing about her and Ron, they barely went out. And yes, Ron did kiss her, but you know, he went back and reported to you. I'm sorry, he reported to you wrong. She did apologize for the kiss, but Chris was like, you know, Chris was like he was stuck in it. He couldn't believe what he was listening to or watching.
Yeah, he was like he froze in time. And go ahead, finish. I got some things to say about Amber.
And Amber said, no, that was Alexis said, you know how I felt about Ron. That's just like me kissing KJ. I would have never did that behind your back. You done broke the girl code. That's something you don't do.
First of all, you on a dating show.
Nah, that's the truth.
It's not such thing as a girl code on a dating show.
Right.
But Amber was sneaky,
yes,
and she was creepy. And she was creeping. Yeah, I said creeping because, you know, she said she took a friend to a place Ron hangs out at, I guess a club or something. And Ron kissed her and she didn't want to reject Ron.
She said that to KG when they was by themselves.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
But go ahead.
But she didn't want to reject Ron because she didn't want to embarrass him. To me, that's the weakest excuse I ever heard.
That sound like high school stuff.
Yeah.
If a man finna kiss you and you don't want to be kissed by him, you be like, switch to that cheek, or you just like, no, don't want to do that. So yeah.
You always gotta go back to that.
They didn't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So, prime example. Me and her went out.
It ain't about us.
I'm just gonna let them know. When first night we went on our second date anyway. First time for me trying to kiss her. Guess what she did to me? Just like that.
No, we was coming like this, but then it was like...
Yeah, she pulled the okie doke, had me going home crying. Ooh, but anyway.
Yeah, so if a man coming to try to kiss you and you don't want to be kissed, you just turn that cheek.
Yeah, she gonna say it was a mistake. Dropping a glass on the floor, that's a mistake. Stubbing your toe on the bed, that's a mistake. But kissing a man... That's the
and then I want to know what kind of kiss it was. If she would have said, well, it was just a peck on the lips and, nothing like that. But if it was a kissing down, I
don't care. Kissing is not a mistake. You kiss because you want to kiss. So,
enough with that. So, she did apologize. And I want to talk about you. So she did apologize, and Alexis said she accepted the apology or whatever. KJ still looking, Chris still looking like he lost. And so anyway, they are going to find a room because Kyra was like, okay, y'all, let's cut from that and, let's go and find our room. So everybody found their room. And later on, they decided to go into the jacuzzi. So, Kyra said that she come in, she not here to play with nobody because she love competition. So, of course, she in competition with Liz. So Kyra said, I'm finna bring out the baddest swimsuit I got in here in this luggage. And she came, and she looked great. I'm not going to
don't hate on her.
I wouldn't hate on another woman. So yeah, she came. She came to slay. And so you the one talking about Liz look like a grandma in that
that rainbow bright.
How you know? You didn't even see all
I don't care, man. I said, what grown 40-year-old woman gonna be wearing a rainbow bright swimsuit?
It was just a colorful
man, that was close. But anyway, one thing I wanted to say. It's some truth what you said about Alexis about being insecure about her body. She didn't get in the jacuzzi. Mm-mm. You noticed that, right?
But Nisha didn't either.
But she had something on because she had herself covered up.
It's like she had on some pajamas. I was like, what? Did she get the memo? There were no pajamas. And so anyway, what's her name? Kyra and
Jason
and
Liz
and
AJ.
They was all in the jacuzzi. And of course Kyra is really, I guess, trying to get more of AJ's attention, and she ain't got to, and she's trying to get more Jason's attention. So the conversation they was having different Kyra really was asking questions.
Yeah, she was trying.
Liz was like, "Child, I'm comfortable here, and I know who I'm finna pick. I ain't got to do no. I didn't did enough." So so she was relaxing. She was just enjoying it. She ain't said nothing, not that we saw. But Kyra was the one asking the guys different questions.
Yeah, Liz was sitting there chilling with a Bifrost swimsuit on. Y'all don't even know what Bifrost is. Okay, my comic book geeks, they don't know what it is.
Yeah, they probably not in this audience. So the talk, Chris and Amber, because Amber wanted to pull Chris to the side and just say, hey, let me just explain to you what took place. And, Eddie told y'all that part where she was just explaining which really truly didn't make sense. Because, again, y'all not in high school, like...
Right.
I don't
from being, let me say my male point of view, from my preference, my perspective. I think Chris, he forgives too quickly. You know what I'm saying? He said, well, that's no big deal.
He overlooks
but, you keep giving that rope, you're going to give her too much rope to play with.
Right.
And it's not that she kissed the guy. It's that she kissed him and she didn't tell you.
Right.
The only way you found out because Ron was being petty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because Ron said something to Alexis and Alexis said something to Amber and it blew up.
Yep.
If Ron would have never said nothing to Alexis, you would have never known.
Nope.
Never. And Amber was still around kissing people. Nah, you get a kiss. You get a kiss. The doorman get a kiss. So
Cameron could get a kiss.
Nah. Yeah, that's right. We on the Amber. Go ahead. So, Kyra, Kyra, and AJ,
I just didn't buy that, you know.
Nah, I don't buy it.
And Chris was, I don't know if he's just so excited about having a girl and
I
being
just think
connected to somebody.
He wants somebody so bad
right
that he
on the
overlook-
show.
Yeah, and
That he just overlooked. Okay, and she explained, and then he said, "Can I get a kiss?" And so of course, I don't know if they shared their first intimate kiss like that or whatever.
I think Troy kissed her. Joel kissed her. Ron kissed her. Chris kissed her.
That we know of.
Yeah, producer, the boom operator kissed her.
Yeah. So it was at that point, to me, it was almost Chris was saying, "Well, dang, you kiss everybody else, can you kiss me?" But then that's kind of like a petty kiss.
It was a pity kiss. Yeah, it was a pity kiss.
Petty,
yeah, like, well, I guess I kiss him because I kissed everybody else, you know. So
I don't know.
But all I'm saying, I'm sorry, babe. All I'm saying, Chris, you know, if it was me, I gotta look at you sideways now. You know what I'm saying? Because now I really can't trust you fully now.
For sure. Because you tell him.
Right.
You know what grown folks do? What did Liz do?
She told him.
She went back and told Dan.
Yeah, she called him. Matter of fact.
Even though his whole vibe switched after that, but that probably was for the best. Yeah, she called and told him, "Listen, before it get back to you,
let me tell you
what happened."
Right.
And
that's a good point. Right?
That's what Amber should have did. You know what I'm saying? But then while she trying to call out Joe's stuff,
you was doing your little girl on the side. Ooh, hypocrite.
All right, so while they in the jacuzzi, Miss Lexus Fly whispering to Joel and Venetia.
See, all AJ and Kyra do is argue, confrontation. See, I'm the peace.
Yeah. And so she's like, "I see it," and Joel said, "Well, you got what you needed to see." I got it. I got what I needed to see.
It's like she got like a recorder. She's trying to do.
Wrapped her all up. So I guess it was cold because you know they in the jacuzzi and they all wrapped up.
How she said? I got what she said. She told Joel, "I saw what
Yeah, she said, "I got what I need to see."
It's not what she said, how she was saying it. It was so sneaky, like she was on a lookout, a stakeout or something. Yeah.
So come to find out that V and Joe slept in the same bed. They woke up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. He said, "Didn't nothing go down." That's what he said.
I don't believe
that. That's what they see.
I don't believe that.
Now y'all in the comments tend to think that. So a lot of them done already, you know, done, as y'all see it.
Bump uglies. I guess that's what they call it.
No, as they say, smash. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, come on. I know Joel's the type of person, he don't want to kiss and tell, but yeah, something went down, man.
So, so anyway, they was talking about, you know, V was saying, you know, one thing about Joel that, you know, she told him, you know how to apologize, you know how to make things right.
Well, she was wrong when she said that.
Yes, she was.
Because if he knew how to apologize, he should have apologized earlier.
And everybody had to coach him and push him and cheerlead him.
Now, did he learn from that mistake? Maybe he did learn from it. But that apology took too long.
So did. So AJ is saying he needs a woman that has a level in assertiveness. So what it is that they in the kitchen, the next day the ladies are cooking. Well, it was Liz and Kyra.
Liz
and V. I ain't see.
No, Liz was in there. It was Kyra, V, and Amber.
So they was all in there cooking in the kitchen and getting the food ready for the guys. And, you know, they just, you know, kind of talking and stuff like that. More the guys just looking around while the ladies cooking. So, you know, he just in his mind just looking at Kyra and stuff, and it's basically saying, you know, he needs somebody that's assertive like Kyra. He needs somebody that, you know, just gonna take charge. And AJ said that his connection with Kyra is getting better. Well, Kyra said her connection with AJ is getting better. So, you know, they vibing and stuff. So, yeah, you're right. Liz and Alexis was in their bedroom because they shared a room, and saying that Liz talking to Alexis, too many names. Liz is talking to Alexis saying that, you know, I see that you and Jason kind of feeling each other, you know, and so she's just like in heaven, y'all. She is smiling.
Now, somebody keeps saying that Liz look at Jason as a boy toy. That expression on her face wasn't like, oh, he's a boy toy. No, that's something deeper than that. It's something deeper than with Liz and Jason. You know what I'm saying? Because she was like gushing over Jason.
She said their connection getting stronger.
Yeah, so.
And Alexis said, you know, she could see that. But she said that one thing that, you know, her and AJ, they have a peaceful connection. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she team peace because she see that AJ and Kyra got some argumentation going on. So she want to be the little peacemaker. You know, she about dead live.
But you made a point while we was watching the show saying she's keep claiming that she's peaceful. But what happened to the time is she's supposed to have been peaceful when she confronted AJ? Why you ain't answer your phone?
Yeah.
Where was you when I need to talk to you? That's not peace.
Yeah.
That's not peace.
And you know what I'm saying? You wasn't there for me and I needed you and you didn't answer your phone and you wasn't. Yeah, that wasn't peace.
That's not peace whatsoever.
Nope.
So, maybe.
Maybe compared to what they got going on. But anyway.
But that's what I'm saying. They keep saying they argue, but we don't see it.
We don't see that arguing, but I think, okay, let's describe them what we just described them off camera. Kyra and AJ. See, and I know that he did what he did, and I wouldn't want to be connected to him either. But take away from all of that they had history. Just looking at where they are now, they seem to be very connected to each other, attracted to each other, and it seems like on this show, they're for each other. But even though I don't agree with it, but they're both stern. What I call them? They're both
strong-willed.
Strong, yeah. And it's like
strong-minded people.
And it's like they're both like each other. They're both connected.
But they don't. They're so guarded.
But they don't want to say.
Yeah, they don't want to give ground to one another. So they guard it in that way. But I can see the attraction there.
Yeah.
Especially this episode. Yeah, especially this episode.
Yeah.
I saw it, but like you said, it's like a wall up between them. They just don't trust each other to let it down.
And I think that's when the arguing coming in because they're trying to communicate or trying to get somebody to say something to say, oh, you really like me? You really interested in me? I'm trying to find out a little bit more. I'm trying to find a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a power struggle.
Yeah.
It's like a power struggle. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because if I tell you I like you first, then the power will be with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because now, oh, baby, I like you first, and you feel like you got the power.
Right.
But if you tell me you like me first, I feel like I got the power. So that's why, that's why they kind of guard it.
Yeah. So Kyra and Jason are playing tennis. So I think it was Jason that wanted to play tennis with Kyra to try to find out where her head is. And Kyra said, why are you not being silent with me about, you know, what we got going on? Because I feel like that you just not being silent with me. And Jason said, I don't know your direction. You know, he was like, one thing about Liz told me what she want. You know, and I was saying, well, Liz ain't got, well, she had David. She probably told me what she wanted before David acted in that. But, but so he was like, and you not like, you know, and if they really pay attention from what we saw, every time with them finance, you was talking to their boyfriend. He was like, no, let me go here with Liz. She's CEO, and I need somebody gonna be secure. So that seemed like to us when things shifted and changed. And so he was like, you haven't given me a clear direction. She was like, yes, I have. I've told you if I was to leave right now, I would want to leave with you. But he said, but something shifted and changed. Yeah,
because she never, you know, after that shift, she never told him he was like her number one, something like that, if I were to choose you. But she still never gave him a solid answer of who she would choose between him and AJ.
Right.
And like Jason said, Liz gave me a solid answer.
Right.
You know, so I'm going with somebody that's already chosen me. And you haven't chosen me yet. You still trying to figure out towards the end of the process.
Right.
And by the end of the process, right now it's a little too late. So we need to know now because time is running out.
And she asked Jason the same thing. Well, who do you pick? You know what I'm saying? And or did she ask him that? Did she ask him that?
I think she said something about she did ask him
because
that.
he said, well, Liz made it
clear who she wants to be with, what direction she wants to go.
So and then off camera, you know, in his confession, he was like, you know, Kyra and AJ argue a lot. So it's like everybody's saying that.
No, maybe they don't show it on
They
camera,
probably don't. I think it's just they keep bumping heads.
Right.
They're both
It's not an argument. It's like somebody just don't want to give ground.
Yeah.
They don't want to give ground.
But I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. Once they hit, once they break that ground, I think they can go for it. So Alexis and AJ is having a talk out there on that line. Where she can look like the wind can just fly her away.
She is small.
That's so she but Alexis fly away.
Yeah, she is small, man.
So Alexis said, oh my gosh. You know what? It's something I never was.
You're thirsty.
And I was never, even if I liked it, a man, I would never give in. You know, they say never let them see you sweat. I never would give in to even let them know that I like them like that. You know what I'm saying? You give a little, but not a whole lot.
She giving AJ all her power, man.
Oh, man. She said, at first I want to apologize. I'm saying, girl, what you apologizing for?
Yeah, which I didn't understand that.
Like, what you apologizing for? I want to apologize and, you know, for how I react and how I was saying, you know, how I was, you know, I guess about, you know, you didn't pick up your phone and all that stuff. See, now she's trying to say, hey, I'm peaceful, honey.
Peace.
Yes. I want to apologize. She said,
the peaceful one.
So after I got that off my chest and stuff, because you can tell I had a lot bottled in because she went off to Amber about what Ron did and stuff. And so, you know, I'm glad you didn't go off on me. And so he said, yeah, you was lucky. You know, I didn't fly off on you. And so she was like, yeah, that's one thing I love about you.
Love about you. That's what when she said, I had to look at you. Love. Now, I can see her saying that's why I like about you. Or, yeah, but love, or she throwing that word around real loosely.
And Alexis said, you know, you calm me down. And she said, one thing I noticed, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, talk about nobody else, throw no shade like that, but you need peace in your life.
She been throwing shade whole episode.
And she wanted to know where his heart was. Now this part, she should not even asked because it really wasn't.
He never answered the question.
But he said, well.
Oh, just go ahead. You wrote it down.
AJ said, you know, I have to decide between safe and exciting. And safe is with you. I'm like, and she was like, I'm like, girl, that is not good.
Not just that. He still didn't answer the question.
Yeah.
All he did gave a smooth type of sort of around the way answer to avoid answering the question.
Right.
And she still fell for it.
And on her confession, she said, well, it still didn't make me feel secure. Why didn't you tell him that?
Yeah, don't tell her.
Because it's like she was, okay, give me a hug. And then she said,
oh, that's all I get is a hug. He said, okay. Oh. All I'm saying,
she don't do no pushing further.
Yeah, AJ is not feeling Alexis. If you gotta ask a man to kiss you, he ain't into you.
What did Jason do?
Yeah, cause he's into Liz and he's into Kyra, but Alexis has to basically beg AJ to kiss him. Oh, that's all I get is a hug. I thought, man, you're not a teenager. You're not in high school. You're not in college.
Yep.
You're a grown woman. And this man. Oh.
Yeah. So I and some people may argue the different, but when a man say I want to go with safe. Okay, can't you go? Am I safe and exciting? You know what I'm saying? But if you saying that I ain't excited, I'm boring, then I'm safe. That's not good.
And the reason why I think and the reason why he calling Alexis safe, because he know Alexis wants him. So that's a sure bet. Kyra, he's not really too sure about. Because like you said, they bump heads and whatnot. So, but he know he can basically, Alexis just kind of roll over for AJ. You know, he knows that. That's why he considered her safe.
Yeah. So, and safe meaning I can win the show or whatever.
Right. You're a safe bet.
Yeah, and I can go off. But my heart, what I really want is
Kyra. That's basically what he's saying.
Yeah, that's what he is. So, yeah. Okay, so Tommy pulls up on the horse.
Looking like the long range from the year 2025.
So, he
was sharp, though. He was sharp. I like that hat.
He was talking to Jason and AJ, but he asked AJ to leave, so he just wanted to talk to Jason alone.
I knew what he was doing because Jason and AJ, those were the two that was really unsure. Because we knew what Joel want and Chris want.
Right.
That's it, right? Yeah. And so he knew what those two guys want.
Right. So, so Jason just basically is, you know, dancing around the bush, the mulberry bush and all that stuff, whatever. So he was like, well, if you was to leave right now, who you leaving with? He was like, man, it's tough, but he said, well, what your heart say? He said, you know, he said something about what his mama,
his dad said. He said love should be easy. It should be no confusion, you know, with love, something like that.
So
we can paraphrase it.
So he said, you know, Liz.
Rainbow bright. I'm bright.
So Tommy is talking to Chris and Joel, and basically, you know, just to try to see if they locking theirs down and everything. So yeah, we already know that
was another eventful.
But
scene.
the fact too that he was like, well, how are things going? He was like, you know, everything good, blah blah blah. He said no drama. You know, Tom, I already know. And he was like, well, Chris was like, well, it was something that went down, you know, and basically kids run. So he said, you okay with that? He said, well, you know, she did talk about it and stuff. And he said, so basically, you okay with another man kissing your woman and you ain't got nothing to say? Well, you know, she apologized and we talked about it and stuff, so I'm good with it.
And his confession, Chris saying, well, we were dating for like 18 months. I have an issue with, but I don't have an issue with it because we just started off dating. I do not agree with that. Okay, if you hide something from me from the get go, that means if something gets really deep, you're gonna hide that from me.
Yeah.
So it's your character. You know, you show me your character from the jump.
Right.
So.
And I think Tommy did bring that up that she didn't tell you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Joel explained the situation that happened with him and V and everything, and you know, so Tommy says, so the longer you let stuff sit, the harder it is to get that thing together.
Basically, if you drag an argument out for 2 or 3 days, man, it's hard to get over that.
Yeah, it is. We don't do that though.
No, but sometimes you
no days.
You get in your feelings, man. We get stubborn. I ain't apologizing to him. Let it come down to me. You be up here. I ain't apologizing to him. Let him come up to you. And so we be at a stalemate.
No, I don't think we do all that. Because most of the time you end up apologizing first. So
yeah, because I'm getting tired. You walk around with your lips poked out.
Not even the case.
Yeah, you.
Bless your heart. So Tommy is talking to AJ, and he was like, listen, dude, I know you got 2 women that you know, he was like, AJ said that with Kyra is always a struggle. And I think that like what we talked about, you know what I'm saying, is like that power struggle with them.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
And that struggle to me makes him want Kyra more, in my opinion, because once something like Alexis is too easy.
It's easy.
Yeah, it's easy. So
you're
easy. Like,
easy.
You know.
Easy like Sunday morning.
Right.
Easy the first time they met and they were doing that pain thing and she was talking about sex. Easy, honey. Just easy peasy, baby. Throw it at you. You can flip it to the side, turn it over. You can put it in the toaster oven. Easy, honey. It is. Put the microwave on 50 seconds. It is easy. She makes nothing hard, nothing difficult. Don't leave nothing to the imagination. Not nothing. Easy.
We get the point. She's easy. We get the point.
30 seconds.
But Kyra, on the other hand, it's a challenge to him. And men, we love challenges. Okay? So that's why I think he's drawn to Kyra more.
And he said, AJ said that I don't know if I can do it right now. So Tommy like, dude, you got to choose. We'll show you on, honey. This ain't what they have. Tommy said,
you ain't Chris from Married First Sight trying to change the game.
Tommy said, which one got to do it more than the other, and which one does that? Right. You know, your decision is about AJ, not about how these women feeling. So your decision about what's best for AJ, because these women basically saying they'll get up, they'll move on, but it's about what you got to do for you. And I totally agree. So we thinking that's about the end, or he, you know, finna be a part 2 or whatever next time. But he said he want to sit down and have a conversation with Kyra. Why?
Well, he wants to know is Kyra is going to pick him, because he knows that Jason picked Liz. So AJ knows that himself is Kyra on the lifeline to stay on the show? But before he says you're not ready to love, he wants to know where she's coming from. And if she's feeling him, he's gonna choose her. If not, hey, I'm sorry, boo. You ain't choosing me. I ain't gonna choose you. So I'm going with Miss Fly.
So he said, Kyra said, first of all, she was talking about the stars. It's romantic. They got the fire. They hold their hands and stuff. And he just kind of want to know where she at. She said, one thing about this right here, us coming here, is brought us closer together. And so he was like, well, where you at, as far as that. And so, she explained about Jason and how the situation with Jason kind of moved her closer. Mm-hmm. So, and I didn't think that this was going to be an elimination. I thought that he was really just trying to pick her head. But then I was like, wait a minute, his tone changed. He's real. It seemed like he finna eliminate the girl. And so if she don't choose the right answer. So he said, it sounded like to me like you fencing, like straddling the fence. Right. And at that point, it was so blunt and so sharp. I was like, it kind of jarred me a little bit because I didn't think he was going to say that.
I thought he did it pretty well. I think he did it well. I thought he did it smooth.
It was, but it caught me by surprise because I didn't think he was going to call that out, And so she was like, so at that point, he said, you're not ready to love.
Here's the caveat, or here's the, how can I say it, the catch to it. They were still holding hands.
And he cried.
And he started crying because I knew he didn't want to eliminate her. I knew that. Because he really likes this chick. I really think he does. Now, don't get me wrong. AJ, he can be full of it. He still got that player mentality. Okay. Now he could turn his head, got some Vaseline or Visine, put his eyes so he can start crying. The poodle. I don't know.
No, I think it was sincere.
You think it probably was sincere? Okay, but. If you're sincere about that and you feel that way about it, you say, okay, all right, I'm gonna choose you.
Right, don't let it go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't be petty like that because she don't she's still trying to make up her mind up. Right. She didn't say no, I'm not gonna choose you. Right. She said, okay, yes, it pushed me towards you. Yeah. So don't eliminate her.
But knowing that AJ know that, Jason already picked Liz. He know that.
Yeah, he knows.
So he's just trying to find out, what. And so when they was talking to her by herself, she was like, I just wasn't, I wanted him, but I forgot what she said. Something about like she wasn't sure. So it really shocked her. She said, yeah, he said that, but we still holding hands. And it's like he wasn't boohoo crying, but he caught that.
Yeah, he tried, bro.
And she cried too because it was like
it's a connection there, man.
It's like they meant to be together.
Even though he dropped the ball on the first day when they first met before they got on the show, it happened for a reason. The boomerang effect came around, and they met each other again on this show for a reason. And maybe it's fate. Yeah, maybe it's fate. And and if it is, so be it. And he's not. Bottom line, he don't like Alexis.
He don't. He just want Alexis Fly to fly away because he don't like her. Bye. Go to your next flower, honey.
And people gonna say that's not a fly, that's a bee. If you heard a fly up close, that's what they do. Yeah.
So you guys, it's gonna be a little drama for the next episode because will Alexis
Yeah, we know what's going on.
Will AJ and Kyra stay together or will they not? Will she be eliminated or will she stay? What's gonna happen? Stay tuned. Like them Batman cartoons they used to do at the end. Stay tuned.
They're gonna eliminate. You know how they do the previews for the show come on? Like this was the previous episode, and then you go. They're gonna eliminate Alexis on the YouTube channel. Cause you saw Kyra back next week, so.
But the Alexis was sitting there saying, and he was like, "We gonna always be in each other." Like she's like, "Yes."
Then all of a sudden, she said, "Well, I thought he was gonna say I was gonna be the one."
So let me say this before we get out of here. We don't want no spoilers over here. We understand that them people, the other cast, they going on their lives and they're talking about this and how this happened and how that happened, whatever. That's all well and fine, but evidently production don't want us to see it that way. They want us to see it, and I want them to. I want to see it how they want to try to explain it to us. You know how somebody tell the story? They telling it like they want us to see it and hear it. So please, y'all, let's try not to have spoilers in the comments. And next time we have a live, if we have one, that try not to do spoilers, y'all. Let's try to keep with the flow of the show. But on that note, y'all, that's all I got. Let's find out what's gonna happen on the next Ready to Love. I'm excited to see because Miss Fly finna fly away.
Because it's only 3 couples.
Yeah, so I guess,
couples, yeah.
let me be honest. I've never really watched Ready to Love all the way to the end. It was 2.
Yeah.
And I don't know if, I guess whoever had a connection, they stay together. I don't know how it worked, y'all. I don't know. I ain't never watched Ready to Love to the end except for last season, and now I'm watching this season.
That was season 3, right?
Season. Oh, let me say this.
People
that come in the comments and say this is season 4. Let me tell you something. When you go on own.com, on TV, however it is, where these things, they got season 3. So I put in the thing season 3 or season 4. Somebody confused. Now maybe they didn't count the resort as a season because of the pandemic, but they have season 3. So I'm gonna go with what they have, season 3. So all right, okay.
Somebody in the comments gonna challenge that. You still wrong. Even OWN don't know what they talking about. Yep. It is season 4. They do the show.
Okay, own it. So on that note, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to do what?
Go with God and go. I was gonna say go with the Lord and go. Go with God and God go with you. That's right?
That's it.
Ooh, I got it.
This is